In this week's episode, we're talking Google improvements to help cope with bad internet conditions, the new DJI Mavic Pro, and some pretty bad Android Wear 2.0 news. This is TechWeekly. So first, before I get started, because of all the issues that I had last week and the weeks before where I had to basically rush the episodes out on Sunday, I'm now giving myself Saturday and Sunday to work on videos. So now Saturday's news is going to be at the beginning of the show. But because I did Saturday's news last week, I'm not going to be saying it again this week. So the first piece of news for Sunday is something I'd usually consider a non-story, but I'm going to say it anyway because I think it's pretty clever. So the Dutch company Van Moot has put TVs on the side of their bike boxes because they know that delivery men usually take care when there's a TV on the side of a box. Leica and Huawewi have joined together to create an R&D lab, and in this lab they're going to be working on better optics so that they can make devices that can take better pictures basically. In Monday's news we heard about Andromeda and the fact that Google's testing it on Nexus 9. So what Andromeda is it's basically kind of like a hybrid OS between Chrome OS as well as Android. So this OS is supposed to give tablet owners a more desktop kind of feel on their tablets with better multitasking and stuff like that. And they might show off a little demo during the October 4th event, but that's by no means confirmed. The Apple Watch might start reading fitness and sleep data, and it's going to do this on existing hardware. So basically there's going to be new apps that might come out in the future that will use a range of motion sensors and stuff like that to measure sleep, and will use your heart rate to measure your fitness, and based on your heart rate, how much fitness you're doing and stuff like that. Plex is now moving to the cloud with Plex Cloud, so now you're not going to have all the media stored locally. You're going to be able to store it up in Amazon servers, where it will basically share it with Plex and let you use Plex as you normally would do if you stored the media locally. There's also some more rumours that the 4K Chromecast, which is going to be announced during the October 4th event, might ditch the Chromecast logo for just a G logo. And yeah, there wasn't really much else about that, it's just that might happen. Future Macs may be using Nvidia graphics cards. We think this because a job posting was found on the Nvidia site, which is basically asking for a software engineer that will be able to work on the kind of behind the scenes of getting Nvidia graphics cards to work with Macs. And in the job description it's saying that they're going to help produce the next revolutionary Apple products, that's their quote. So yeah, might be Nvidia stuff in future Macs. On Tuesday we heard that Motorola laid off 700 of its employees, which now brings it to 95% of their employees being laid off in the last 4 years. This is after Lenovo bought Motorola from Google. And they did this because they basically want to improve their financial situation and just get more money basically. Chrome for Android is soon going to be able to download web pages as of version 54. So this is mainly geared towards people in India who might not have the best connections in the world. What this is going to do basically is it's going to download all the media on the page. It's also going to start recommending pages that you can download for latest viewing on the new tabs page. Also kind of going to be an offline Google Play Store. So what it's going to do is it's going to download some of the most important parts of the Google Play Store. So basically it will download stuff like the top free apps, the top paid apps and stuff like that. It's not actually going to download them, it's going to download the pages for them. And then what it's going to let you do is it's going to let you set it to wait for Wi-Fi when you click to download one of them. So basically as soon as the Google Play Store goes on Wi-Fi, it's going to be able to download these apps. Google Station is also going to be rolling out to other places. It's already been in stations in India where it's been providing them with fast Wi-Fi, but basically they want to do fast Wi-Fi for all, so they're going to be rolling it out to coffee shops, to businesses and stuff like that around the world, so hopefully that'll be coming soon. YouTube Go is gonna let you download YouTube videos, which is kind of confusing me because I thought that's what YouTube Red was for. But yeah, I mean this thing is geared towards India, so I don't know if it's going to be available outside of India, but it's basically gonna let you download the videos in whatever quality you want. It's going to show you how big the videos are in those qualities, and it's going to also show you a little GIF preview of the video before you download it. But then what you can also do is actually send videos to each other over Bluetooth. So yeah, I really think this is just going to be an app available in India, but we'll have to wait and see. OnePlus has also started selling their OnePlus Three to their first ever carrier. So they're selling it to O2, which is available in the UK. But yeah, it's going to be part of the O2 refresh plan, which is kind of their plan to let you upgrade your phone every year. But yeah, if you want to see details, just look in the description. On Wednesday, the Xiaomi Mi 5S was revealed. And yeah, the specs are available in the description, and it comes with an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, whatever that is. Seems to just be a good fingerprint sensor basically. And a whole load of other specs, and yeah, I'll have them in the description. And the music labels are suing the YouTube ripping site, which is YouTubeMP3.org, and they're going to be suing them for $150,000 per violation, which obviously it's not for like every person that downloaded something through that. I think it's per thing that they violated, like per rule that they broke and stuff like that. That's what it seems like to me anyway. And they're also going on to ask Google to not rank them that well in search, so people can't find the website, which they'll still be able to anyway, don't worry. The DJI Mavic Pro was also announced on Wednesday, and this drone looks even better than the GoPro Mavic the GoPro camera from last week, I think it was. So yeah, the GoPro camera does look pretty good, and I said I really liked it last week, but the DJI Mavic Pro is even smaller. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna have a video and stuff like that down in the description, but yeah, this thing's tiny. It's like the size of a water bottle, and it has all of the kind of obstacle avoidance and all that sort of stuff, and the price is pretty good when it comes to drones. Amazon may soon start dropping off packages in people's homes, apparently. So obviously you're going to have to approve this, which I don't see why you would just let a stranger into your house, but anyway. So they're going to let people that are going to deliver your packages basically open August locked doors and then put the packages inside so they don't get wet or nobody steals them outside or whatever. So yeah, they're only going to be able to open the lock on a one-off occasion, but I mean that one-off occasion is enough for them to like go around the house and steal things. So I really don't see how this is going to work unless you've got like one of those like outside doors that has like an interior door and stuff like that. I don't know. Elon Musk was talking about space a lot on Wednesday, so he's basically wanting to be able to give people tours around the solar system and stuff like that. He's talked about going to Mars and how that's all going to happen, and yeah, he's laid out some pretty, well, what sound like crazy ideas, but I mean, if they work, then they work. So there's a whole load of pictures that he revealed for this. There's a lot that he revealed for it. So yeah, in the next century or so, he wants Mars colonized, and he wants to use the ITS, which is the Interplanetary Transport System, to basically get him there, which is this massive spaceship thing. And yeah, he laid out some crazy ideas. I'm gonna have a link to the video if I can find it in the description. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Blackberry also announced that they're going to stop making smartphones, but they're actually licensing their QWERTY keyboard to other people who want to use it. So yeah, they are basically in a lot of loss right now, and they didn't want to keep making phones, but they're just going to focus on software now because software is really working out for them well. So yeah, that's it for Blackberry phones. There's not going to be any more Blackberry phones. Apple is also going to be moving to the Battersea power station for their Apple HQ in London. So this is an old kind of power station that's been shut down and derelict for ages, but it's going to be renovated and stuff like that with a whole load of other businesses. But yeah, they want to renovate it, and by 2021 Apple wants to move in, and it's going to be taking 6 floors. They've not really said how much it's going to cost, but I imagine it's going to cost a lot. Just as Samsung was finally getting out of the news, on Thursday we heard that some Samsung washers have started exploding too. I don't know what's with them exploding. They were only top-loaded ones, and it was apparently if they put too much clothes in it and they spun it too fast and stuff like that, but I mean, it shouldn't explode anyway. But yeah, Samsung's got a website where you can type in your washer's serial number so you can know if yours is affected or not. And by the way, it didn't just stop there. There's somebody actually suing them from New Jersey because of their washer exploding. So yeah, Samsung are in a bit of a mess at the moment. Android Wear watches are not actually pairing with the iPhone 7 at the moment. So there's a list of watches that are going to be on screen right now, somewhere on the screen. But yeah, these watches aren't pairing with the iPhone 7. Nobody really knows why yet, but Google's trying to work on it, and they've told Apple to try and work on it. So hopefully it will get sorted soon. Twitter Moments are also available for everyone now, and everyone can make their own collection of tweets and share them as moments. And yeah, there's a video about it down in the description down below. Facebook also announced the date for their F8 event, which is going to be next year. It's going to be on August the 18th and 19th. If you want to go to the F8 event, then put that date in your calendar. The event is also going to be moving to the McHenry Convention Center from the Fort Mason Center. And Spotify is also in talks to buy SoundCloud. So SoundCloud is basically the YouTube of audio pretty much. It's where anyone can put their songs up and just have people listen to them and stuff like that, and you can follow people and all of that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what they do. It'll be really good for SoundCloud. It'll be kind of good for Spotify too, so let's just see what happens with that. Android Wear 2.0 has also been delayed, which is pretty annoying because they said it was going to come out in fall before, or autumn, but now it's going to be coming out early next year, so yeah, you're going to have to wait for longer. But they are going to be bringing a Play Store on Android Wear watches, and they're going to be letting you manage apps better and stuff like that. So apparently it's going to be worth the wait, but it's still a long wait from now. Google Cloud was also announced, which is basically going to encompass all of Google's cloud-based apps pretty much. And there's also the G Suite, which is basically what Google Apps for Work is now called. Nintendo has also announced the Famicom Mini console in Japan, which is basically kind of like the NES console from before. It's going to be preloaded with a whole load of old games. It's going to have the wired controllers like the old consoles had, and it's supposed to bring back the nostalgia of playing old 8-bit games on old consoles, pretty much. And there's also going to be a similar console releasing worldwide called the NES Mini, which does pretty much the same thing and has the same wide controls and stuff, but the games they offer are slightly different. Logitech has also announced the C922 webcam, which is the first webcam that they've announced in like the last 4 years or so. So this camera looks pretty similar to the C920, although it does record 1080p in 60 frames per second rather than 30 frames per second, and it also does this thing where it can remove the background from you without needing a green screen or anything like that. It's geared solely towards gamers and Twitch streamers and stuff like that. So they are offering an XSplit 3-month license with this. So yeah, it's pretty much just devoted to streamers, whether they're YouTube streamers or Twitch streamers. So by this point I was finished and I was actually getting pictures to put towards the video, but I saw about this Twitch Prime thing and I just had to include it in this week's episode. So basically anyone that has Amazon Prime, because Amazon owns Twitch, is now going to have Twitch Prime, which is basically kind of like Turbo. But what it does is it lets you subscribe to one creator per month on Twitch for free. And yeah, that creator's still going to get paid, but basically you're being able to do it for free, one per month. And they're going to give you a whole lot of freebies and stuff like that, so like Hearthstone heroes and stuff like that. And you're going to be able to get slight discounts on games. They're not really big discounts, but they're there. And yeah, you're going to get ad-free viewing and all of the same sort of stuff that the Turbo people get. And you also have a certain little crown badge next to your name in chat. So yeah, a whole lot of great changes that you're pretty much getting for free if you already have Amazon Prime. You just have to link your accounts together in the link down in the description down below. But yeah, that's basically it. That's it for this week's news. If you think I missed any news, be sure to tell me down in the comments down below or on Twitter. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video, where it's going to be starting on Saturday, remember, not on Sunday like it was before, although the episode's still going to be on Sunday. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.